LCCs, low-cost airlines, are going to grow by more than 10% this year. Legacy airlines are going to grow by -2% when it comes to short-haul capacity. These are not Ryanair numbers, these are numbers from Citibank. Last year, legacy carriers also reduced their capacity and low-cost grew by more than 10%. Low-cost airlines now have the upper hand. 51% of all of the flights within Europe this year are going to be on a low-cost airline. That means 49% of them are on a legacy carrier. So this is the first year in history that low cost has overtaken legacy carriers for flying within Europe. And what you're going to see in the coming years is this trend will just continue. The big 5 airlines in Europe have about 55% of the European market. At some point in time, the big 5 airlines in Europe will have about 75% of the European market. Aviation fuel is cheap at the moment. When aviation fuel gets up to around $70 a barrel, you will see big consolidation in the market and you'll see a lot of European airlines go out of business. So what's going to happen in Europe is what has been happening in the past number of years. Low cost will continue to dominate. The price of fuel will go up at some point and you'll see fairly big consolidation within the industry. You'll start to see low-cost airlines like Ryanair work with legacy carriers like IAG, BA, Aer Lingus, and others, even Lufthansa, where low cost is feeding the long-haul operation of the legacy carriers. And aircraft orders are pretty big. You'll probably have a couple of more years of extra capacity. So it's a pretty benign environment when it comes to growth. It is a tough price environment because every airline has cheap fuel. There is overcapacity in the market, so consumers are doing well because fares have come down for the past 2 years and will come down for the coming year. But at some point in time, there will be a wave of consolidation because the price of fuel hits something like $75 a barrel, and the rest will just carry on, and there will be consolidation. A bit on the Ryanair response then. What are we going to do in the coming years? We're going to use our scale. We're Europe's biggest airline. This year we'll carry 119 million passengers in the year. Next year we'll carry 130 million passengers. We are going to reduce fares. Our fares at the last quarter we reported were down 15% on the previous year, and we do see fares coming down in the next year. So it's going to be a good time for anyone looking to travel. We're going to expand everywhere. We are number 1 in a lot of the markets around Europe, and we are going to continue to expand. Always Getting Better is a program that we launched 3.5 years ago to improve Ryanair, because we needed to improve the service that we gave customers. We needed to improve the way we used digital in our business, and I think over the past 3 years we've changed more than any airline in the world. We now have an airline website that's as good as anyone else's in Europe. We have the best airline app in Europe. We let you bring 2 bags on board. You can pick your own seat, and I think everyone, even the people who didn't like Ryanair, would say, wow, how have they done that? Their prices have gone down, their service has gone up, and they've really expanded, and they fly pretty much everywhere I want to travel within Europe, except one airport we don't think we'll ever fly to, which is London Heathrow. But every airport is a possibility, including Frankfurt, which I'll talk about next. And it's about the Amazon of travel. The Amazon of travel is Ryanair becoming the go-to website, the go-to app for every travel product and service that you want to buy. Whether that's flights, hotels, holidays, things to do with the destination, restaurants. We have big ambitions to sell you more travel-related products and services. We also are the world's most visited airline website. So it really is just about converting that traffic as the world's most visited airline website into an opportunity to make you a customer of those travel products and services in addition to the flights that we sell.